Thanks, Scott. In other news tonight, in just over a month, Mattoon voters will be asked to make some decisions about government leadership.
But it's not all about the people in those spots. Voters are also deciding if they want a change in government, and it's a question taking some residents by surprise.
In November, Americans are voting on who they want in the White House for the next 4 years. But voters in Mattoon will have another choice to make, and one that directly affects how their city is governed.
Mattoon is a commission form of government, and what we're asking the citizens to vote on is to adopt a city manager form of government, which then consolidates the decision-making process into a city manager.
On November 5th, voter-eligible Mattoon residents will have a choice: keep the current form of city government or switch to a managerial form. Under this proposed measure, the City Council would have the power to approve policies such as budget and tax rates, while then the City Council would appoint a city manager to oversee daily operations. Mattoon resident and Vote Yes for Mattoon campaign chair Kirk Swenson says now is the time for that change.
There's a lot of programs that we don't have access to because we don't have the right people in the right places. We're missing out on state and federal funding, which I think comes from knowledge of the administrative side that knows how to get that stuff done. And the City Council then can plan bigger picture instead of being caught up in the minutia of the day-to-day operation.
Voters have rejected similar referendums in the past. City records showed those referendums failed in 2000 and again in 2008.
I think the first one was because the ballot was not clear as to what they were voting for, and the second one was at that point the education hadn't been done. Nobody knew what was going on with it.
In Mattoon, some residents say they support the change.
I voted for it before, and I still think this is the right way to go toward professional management.
But others still aren't sure.
I'm still undecided. I need to kind of digest the information that I have.
Mattoon resident Lona Baldwin says no matter how you vote this November, one thing is clear.
I think before anybody votes yes or no, they need to know what they're voting for and what the pros and cons are.
Swenson says under this proposed form of government, the city of Mattoon has a better chance of qualifying for federal grants to fund infrastructure and housing projects. According to a 2018 study by the International City-County Management Association, less than 4% of cities currently use the commission form of government that Mattoon has now. Several local cities, including Charleston, operate under a city manager form of government, and I tried talking to several residents at the Mattoon Library, the YMCA, and downtown Mattoon, but everyone I spoke to preferred to speak off camera.